here for the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Eight Limbs. This is a new trade paperback from Humanoids, a publisher that I don't really look into a lot. The reason I am checking this out is because of the creative team behind this. So let's take a look at that. This is written by Stephanie Phillips, who is currently doing Grimm over at Boom and has done Harley in the past and stuff like that for DC, and currently working on a couple of titles for Marvel. Cosmic Ghost Rider, Rogue Gambit. Then we also have artist Giulia Lalli. Hopefully I pronounced that properly. I'm not familiar with their work. And also colors by Loughridge and letters by N-Worlds Designs James. And of course a very cool cover by Dan Panosian, which you can see here. So I don't know much about Humanoids. I did look a little bit into it, the publisher, because I wanted to see, first of all, as you can see, I read this digitally, but you can. It's an oversized book. It's a little bit wider than a normal comic book when you see it on the screen. So that was really interesting because you get a lot more art, and we'll see that when we get into some of the preview art. But yeah, I checked it out. It looks like Humanoids is originally a French publisher that has been expanded over in the U.S. And yeah, this book, like I said, it really just caught my eye because of writer Stephanie Phillips. I think it was announced a little while back, and I kind of kept track of it, and it finally came out this week, and I finally have time to read it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Let me give you a quick synopsis here. Joanna, a retired Muay Thai champion, takes in a troubled foster teen and decides to train her until the teen finds himself entangled with a dangerous group of criminals running underground fights, and Joanna must return to the ring to save her and keep their new family together. After the devastating loss of her Muay Thai championship title, Joanna decided to walk away from competition, start a family, open her gym, but her quiet life gets disrupted when an old friend asks her to temporarily foster the troubled teen Mary. Um, or Mary or Marie, I'm not sure. I kind of read it both ways. But just as Joanna believes she's starting to break through to Mary's walls, a misunderstanding drives Mary to run away and join the underground fighting ring. Joanna vows to do anything to get her back, even if that means stepping back into the ring. So yeah, that's pretty much the premise of the book. And it was a very quick read, although it's 120 some odd pages. It is a complete trade paperback. I went through it pretty quickly. It's got a very good pace. I think it gives you a lot of the things you want in a story right away. Like, gives you characters. You get a little flashback to see Joanna's fighting career. Um, you also get to learn a little bit about the martial art of Muay Thai and how it compares and differs from other things. I think that the title Eight Limbs is actually very interesting, because it refers to obviously two fighters, right? Each of them having four limbs. So that's really interesting. Like, there's a lot of that stuff where there's many layers to the book. Obviously, this is very straightforward story about somebody getting caught up in in some bad circumstances, somebody trying to help out. But also there's more there. There's some stuff about dealing with your previous trauma or failures. There's stuff about finding a family or what it's like to be lost without a family, and how you can rely on not only others but even the sport. And yeah, just all those little things, all those little details, those thematic building blocks, just they form together into a really fun, entertaining story, which is also very cool to look at. Let's look at some preview art here as we go into the next few pages. Yeah, I mean, just I love the pacing of the first few panels here as we very quickly get caught up on Mary's background, right? As of course, we expect a lot of hard hitting action in a book like this. And I think the book immediately delivers. Lee Loughridge's colors are amazing, like just setting the tone at every scene. There's some really bright pages, which, like, we'll see here when we go see the Joanna's gym, and as people are training and learning. I really love how the first 6 panels really bring you into up close into what she's talking about. Really makes you concentrate on not only the things that Joanna's saying to her class, but also how how precise and how just overall interesting this art of Muay Thai is. And then we finish it off with a long kick up, and here we see the gym. We see some training. We also get some really cool double spread pages as well, where we get a little bit of flashback, some of the fighting. Joanna also kind of dealing with her past of having lost this title. So yeah, like I said, if you want a quick pace story that's full of action, full of a lot of heart, I think too. I think there's a lot of emotions in this book, and also just a great entertainment value. I will say, I think towards the latter part, things get really like things start happening very quickly. I was a little disoriented by that, but we do have chapter breaks. I think it's just because I was reading everything all at once. But I think the chapter breaks allow you to pause and realize that a little bit of time has passed, so things don't feel as fast as they should be. So it was just me because I wanted to get through the rest of the story, to not only make the video, but because I was really entertained. I wanted to find out the rest. So yeah, I really like. There's a lot more action and fighting in the latter pages, but I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that will be reading this. But I really enjoyed this book. Hopefully, they'll be doing more stuff like this. I think this team really delivered. And although I'm not very familiar with this publisher, stuff like this will definitely make me want to check out some of the other books. There's a lot of stuff from Mobius on there and Jodorowsky and stuff that I saw on their website, but I want stuff like this that is also more familiar, maybe more contemporary creators as well. So yeah, definitely recommend this. Very quick read. You can get it if your shop doesn't have it. You can probably pick it up at your nearest bookstore. I think the publisher does that. You can also get it digitally, which is what I ended up doing because I didn't get a chance to go to the bookstore this week. And my comic shop, unfortunately, didn't have a copy of this one. So let me know what you thought about this book if you have read it. As always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.